For more tips and tricks, don't forget to hit that button and subscribe. Also, ring the bell so you can get notifications anytime I have new videos. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because you could win one of my favorite impact drivers. This is a Metabo HPT 36 volt impact driver, and it's going to come with 2 batteries, a charger, and a case, the entire kit. It has IP56 protection, which is ingress protection. What does that mean? You can take this and shoot jet water from all directions without causing any damage. You can take and dip the motor as long as you do not submerge the battery in water and run it and still work with it. It's one of my favorite impact drivers, and all you have to do is drop a comment at the end of the video. What we'll do is choose one person from the first 100 people that comment, and that person will have one of these shipped to them. Welcome to Paulstoolbox. I'm Paul Ricalde, and today we're going to cover building a gate. This is a 6-foot gate, and it will not sag. I also made cap boards that just slip on, and they're simple to slip off, so you can take it all off to stain it, or you can take these off to change out some boards if you ever have to do that. Now, if you notice, this all slopes down because I put my hinges on that side. If I had my hinges on this side, it would open up into the higher part, and that would rub. It would probably open up to about here and get stuck. If you have a slope, you want to have your hinges on the low side. Notice where I put the latch. I put it up high because it's an arch gate, and now they can reach it from the front or the back. And if they need to put a lock on here when they go somewhere, you put a lock. But if I want to have access to the backyard when I'm cutting the grass, you can just reach back there and flip it up. There's a few things you need to know when you start building this gate. You want to have a nice sturdy post, unless you're attached to a house or attached to another post on this side, because you don't want this sagging, especially this side. This is the hinge side. I have a 6x6 right here. I also have a 6x6 on this side. My total opening is exactly 72 inches. So what I did was I measured this off to be exactly 71 1/4. Now I can always take a tiny bit off of one of the sides, or I can extend a board over a little bit to close it in to make my adjustments. This worked out perfectly. Now, when you do this, we're gonna have to lap joint it, and I'm gonna show you. Lap joints are super simple. I'm even gonna use just a regular saw to make these lap joints. See where my runners come out? I block it on the top and bottom. I wanna make sure I have strength back here when I go to put my screws in here. I want the hinges to really lock on. Same thing on the other side. I just like to make everything solid. Let's get started. What we want to do now is get the depth of the blade so we can do the lap joints. Take the battery out. If you have a corded one, make sure you unplug it. I'm right at 7/8 of an inch. We're going to come back the width of our board. Make sure you use the same board that's going to go over there, because some of them may be a little bit wider than the other, and you want to make sure that it's exactly right. So I'll take this, set it across, flush here, and that will be my distance. Once you set them in place, you just want to make sure everything is square, exact there. That's what I want to be. And I'm sure this is, because everything sits just right. I'm using Tight Bond, but you can use a good exterior construction adhesive, especially if you don't have a really tight bond right here. This right here is nice and smooth, and it's going to marry each other. But if you have gaps because you didn't chisel it really well, or you didn't get it exactly the way you want, what you want to do is use a construction adhesive because it's thicker. Don't use interior stuff with this. Run some 1 5/8" screws in it. On my other fences before this, I've always used a Z-brace, but when I started really thinking about it, there's no sense in putting one on here. Once I glue and screw the corners, it's going to be strong enough just like this. It's going to keep it from sagging. We're going to go to the job site to put this together, and I'm going to be using my cordless gun for this. This is a great little gun, but this is the new way to go. I'm going to use my 2-inch ring shank nails, galvanized, to put the fence boards up. The next thing I'm going to do is put my boards on them by myself. So I'm going to take 2 boards and put on here so I can get my hinge. Once I put my hinges on there, I can pick it up, screw them in place, and then I can work the boards after that. You want to pay attention to where your screws are. And my other screws, I have one here and here. So what I'm going to do is get my line right in the center of this board onto here, and you can see I'm not catching any of my screws. We're going to put a block right here behind this. That way my hinge has something to bite on all the way through to the 2x6, because I want to have some longer legs going into there. I want some strength. I have 3-inch screws that I bought for that, lag screws. Now you see I have my board to set it on. I don't have to worry about this picking it up and holding it with all the weight and everything. That's why I didn't put all the boards on here. There you go. What I'm going to do is get my center, 35.5, because I know I'm 72 inches. I'm bringing it over 6 inches, or to the first board, 5.5. Then I'm going to bring this one over, same distance. I'm going to line up my Pro Scribe because I can make circles with this. Here's my spot right here. Pro Scribe tape measure by Swanson Tool Company. I'm the inventor of it. I'm using my Spider double-edged blade right here. So I'm going to come in and then I'm going to zip it around and I'll come back and clean this part up. It's easy. Of course you want to wear some type of eye protection.
That's not eye protection.
It is.
I have glasses.
It's from dust. Remember when I said I was going to replace these bolts with longer ones? Here's my 3-inch galvanized bolts, and I put some truck bed liner paint on them. You can use just black paint, it doesn't matter. I had a leftover 2x4, so I ripped my strips into 1/4-inch thick pieces. Because a 1/2-inch piece would not bend, it's not going to flex like this. I'll be able to flex this to match my arch. I'm also going to use an exterior wood glue on here, tight bond, and I'm going to glue it down, nail it with 1-inch nails. Well, there you have it, a 6-foot wide gate that covers a complete opening without any problems. This will stay true and it's going to close right every time. If you guys found this useful, please hit like for me and share this video. I will see you guys on the next project, and also don't forget to subscribe. I try to make this as easy as possible so you can enter the contest with little grief. All you have to do is leave some type of positive comment. A question is fine. Anything about Metabo is great because they love that and they give away more things. So if you have a question about the drills, the impact drivers, any tools they have, send it to me. I'll answer the question. Or if you have questions about the fence, that's fine as well. You will be entered. Now, I need a way to get back in touch with you. So a couple of ways to do it is to be a subscriber with your notifications turned on so I can send a note back to you after you drop a comment if you're a winner. Some people don't get my notifications, so if you want to be safe, go to my bump card. The link is down below. You can go there, take this comment and drop in that section. All you have to do is copy and paste it, put it on my contact page of my bump card. And that way, I have a way to get back in touch with you. Also, I have a way to notify you when we have new videos so you can be first in line when we have these contests. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later.